Hello, my very dear Virgos. This is your reading for January 5th, 2026. And again, of course, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, key placements in your chart. But what's really exciting about this for me is that I'm looking at this and I'm going, whoa, Spirit is like so clearly telling you this is your personal power time, Virgo, in a huge way. What they showed me when I said, what are we offering to Virgo this week? They showed me you playing with a bata ball. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's something we grew up with here as kids, and that is a small wooden paddle, a little handle, kind of like a ping pong paddle, except attached to it with a piece of elastic, a thin piece of elastic, is a little soft rubber ball. And the idea is to be able to bat the ball like this with the paddle, and to keep it going as many times as you can without the ball going off in all these different directions. So it's a toy that gets given to usually younger kids. But what I'm seeing is now you've been doing this and you've been doing this. It's like, yeah, okay. It goes off to the side and it gets back on track, but basically you're still really frustrated with this game. Then I see you taking scissors and cutting that elastic, holding the ball like this, and then taking the paddle and going whop and sending that ball off into a direction where you will probably never find it again, and you don't care. Because this is you saying no more remorse, no more guilt over anything. I can have a bit of remorse, but then I'm letting it go. And I'm going to risk success on having the game of life I want. I'm not going to be restricted by what was given to me as a child that created this limitation that I could only ever get this much satisfaction out of my life. I could only experience life within this radius of emotional context. No way, not anymore, Virgo. Now this is time for you. Listen to the risk success card. Take a chance. Act as though everything you do might be the best possible choice. Commit to it. Engage in life, willing to take the chances that will move you forward to whatever success you desire, or even to the fulfillment of one you've not yet identified. Risk success. Yeah, baby, risk success. Now, the next part of this, which goes perfectly with the first remorse or guilt, is sorry, not sorry. This is time for you to stop apologizing for clumsiness, for the insights that you have that are not convenient for people, for keeping people waiting because you needed to check in with yourself, for being in the way because you don't quite fit the picture everybody thinks you should fit, not having the right answers. Oh my God. And needing assistance. It's time for you to stop apologizing. How does your body feel when you suddenly stand back and allow yourself to look at the terrain of your life as it is and go, you know what? I just don't feel like I want to be in a position of feeling like I need to apologize. I don't want to feel like I need to apologize. When I no longer feel like I need to apologize, whoa. I don't have to explain myself and my choices and who I am to please anybody. How about if I just let it be okay? That I am who I am, and that anybody who perceives that as some kind of fault, it's about them, not about me. How about if I look at life like that? I feel very strongly, Virgo, that this is the universe saying you've grown beyond your limitations. You've grown, your mind has grown beyond your limitations. Your heart has now grown beyond your limitations. And that's the key they're saying. It's your heart has grown beyond, your heart has grown beyond those limitations. And part of what they're telling me is it's not just that your heart has grown beyond it. It's that you understand now, for many of you, you have come, thank God, to the place where you are now able to realize that just because you are not always doing what everybody wants doesn't mean that you don't love them. and doesn't mean that they're going to perceive it as rejection. And if they do, you're willing to give them responsibility for dealing with what that means about them, their ego, their personality, their insecurity levels. Okay? Because everybody's got to grow up at some point, Virgo. Everybody. We do it here, we do it when we pass over, but everybody is here to grow in consciousness. So babying people, and part of babying people can be keeping ourselves small so that we don't shake their cage. Babying people really, for the most part, is not in alignment with growth. Okay? We're not talking about babies. That's different. They deserve to be babied. That's our job. But as consciousness grows, no, our job is to let people be responsible for themselves as much as possible, and us for ourselves. Okay? I'm leaving you with that, Virgo. This looks to me like a wonderful start to 2026, and I wish you all the best. Take care.